Hey guys, so as you guys can tell, I'm extra close because today we have no products, purely an update. Yeah, so anyway, so over like the span of the time that I filmed my last video, I've had a couple things happen to me again, some good and some bad. First one, I wanted to update you guys on my car accident thing. I finally got an answer, but it wasn't from the other person who hit me. Okay, so they had still yet to contact their insurance company. They are trying to ignore the insurance company actually, and I don't know, it's just so annoying. So but thankfully I have AAA, and I have to say they're lovingly amazing. They are waiving my deductible because I mean, I am obviously not liable for what happened. So what was it? Like, I can now actually get my car fixed. My car has actually been having some electrical problems too, and I feel like it's because when you don't, it's kind of like leaving your door open. It lets a lot of the electricity flow out to kind of almost like a dead end. So, because of the way I was hit, part of my door doesn't completely close anymore. And I know it sounds like super dangerous, you know, but it's not that bad. My doors are still able to be locked and everything like that. But it's just the fact that I can't, like, it's like I can hear, like I said, I can hear the ground, or I can hear wind blowing in and out because of where the door was hit. So, thankfully I am getting able to get get it fixed on Wednesday now. So, and then they're just like, you know, as long as it costs more than 1,000, which I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, just in case for some reason it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it will. So that's my first thing. Now, unfortunately, though, my grandpa actually went into the hospital yesterday evening, and I'm so pissed off about that. So, there is a hospital. If you guys live in the LA area and you guys know where La Palma is, my grandpa lives in that area. And it's not really close to me at all, but it's close to him, La Palma Hospital, I'm saying. So he had originally moved to a senior home in that area for the specific reason that there was a hospital nearby. Little did we know that's like the worst hospital. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys live in Southern California, if you guys are near La Palma Hospital, don't go there. I wouldn't go there if my arm got cut off and I had to go to the ER, because you know why? My mom was like, we took her to the ER. She ended up being diagnosed with extreme dehydration and a UTI, and like just a mixture of things. And it was so annoying. We literally waited in the ER waiting room for 4 hours, and I'm just like, how do you know someone doesn't have something more serious that, if not treated in a more timely manner, you know, like something drastic or actually fatal might occur, you know? So I was really pissed off already, and I hated that my grandparents went to that hospital. They finally, okay, so my grandpa had first on Monday, he had this little thing happen where thankfully I was there. He tried to stand up and suddenly he couldn't walk, you know, and he was like, oh, it's really dizzy. And so I caught him under his arms, like I hooked it under my arms under his arms, and I was like holding him like that. And my aunt thankfully was there, and she wheeled over a chair, and we were able to just have him sit down. So, but we were kind of like, she did take him to the hospital after that. She took him to La Palma Hospital, and they, I don't know what kind of they did on him, but they were like, oh, he's fine, you know, he can go home. So they literally discharged him the same day. So that was Tuesday that he had gone to that hospital. On Wednesday, he was like, you know what, I still don't feel right. And then my aunt was kind of, she was kind of like, maybe you're just tired. So, she was like, let's take you to the acupuncturist, and we'll also, you know, actually this has to have been a couple days ago, like, actually today's Thursday, yeah, so this was a Wednesday now. So she was like, let's take you to the acupuncturist and get you acupuncture and a massage, you know. So sometimes it helps, you know, acupuncture is great for blood flow, and it's great for a lot of different things. So she takes him to the acupuncturist, and he's like, there's actually something going on. There's a health issue going on here. You need to take him to the hospital. They call my grandpa's primary physician, and he's like, don't take him to La Palma. Take him to like this other hospital. It's in Los Alamitos, and that's a good distance. Either way, it's heck of a far for me. Like I seriously have been, I spent almost half a tank of gas just going back and forth between there and where I live so far. So he went there, and thankfully amazing. They do have, I guess they specialize more in like stroke research and things like that. So they admitted him. They did a CT scan first. He had an MRI today, and I know it's stuff that costs money, but it's stuff that's needed. He had a MRI brain scan to see if there was any, issues or anything like that, and it was concluded that he had a mild stroke, which was very obvious too. I mean, the left side of his body, not his full body though, it was more like the left side of his mouth, you can tell kind of droops a little, and his left leg was very numb to the extent where he felt like he couldn't even lift it. So I mean, I just want to save you guys the issue. Seriously, don't even try going to La Palma. There's plenty of other hospitals. I actually have to say I highly recommend Los Alamitos, because I was there, and I was there in La Palma, and I stayed with my grandma when she was like admitted in at that time, and there's such a huge difference. Like when their nurses change over, they always make sure to come in, introduce themselves, tell us what they're doing there, things like that. They'll always ask, how my grandpa's doing and things like that. And we never saw any of that at the other hospital. It's either that, or maybe I was just not there at the right times for the couple of days that I was there, because I never saw that. I just feel like everyone's much more friendly too. So I'm very happy with where he's at. Thankfully, he's doing better. He's doing physical therapy. They're having him, walk around, and they're having him speak just to see how he's doing and things like that. So unfortunately though, I mean, okay, one thing you guys gotta understand about me, I do have parents, my parents haven't passed or anything like that, but my parents aren't the ones that raised me either. My grandparents are actually, my dad's parents are actually the ones that raised me since I was like, who knows how small, Unfortunately, it was mostly because my parents were complete workaholics, so they were never home. My parents really didn't raise any of their kids. It's always been relatives who raised us, and my parents would just work. So and this is my grandpa who raised me since the time I was little. He knew, what I wanted when I was grumpy and things like that, and so it really like irks my heart when he's like not feeling well, and I can see he's getting so old. He's 86 now, which I mean, he's not quite, he up until recently, up until this time, he was driving himself around, which I was very happy about. Obviously, he won't be doing that anymore, but I don't know, it sucks. So that's what's been going on with me. I spent morning running around. Like I had a meeting at work. After our meeting, actually, I went to the hospital, stayed as long as I could. At least I stayed until he finished his MRI, and I wanted to stay until the doctor came back, but they ended up not even getting the results until I think 2 in the afternoon, which wasn't too bad. He didn't get the MRI scan until 11, so that's considered, I think it's pretty fast. But I don't know. I'm just chilling now. I'm just like, my head is numb. So I went to work, got off of work, went straight to the hospital until my grandpa finally kicked me out and was like, you need to go home, So I was like, okay. So I'm hoping he's doing well, and that's basically been my day. I have a long day ahead of me. My dad, my parents still live in Taiwan. My grandpa and I have relatives in the US. Other than that, I just live with my boyfriend. But my dad will actually be flying in next week so he can check up on my grandpa, because it is his dad, So he's gonna come and see. And what sucks is like my dad's health isn't even that great either, but no one really knows about that. And I hate that, you know. Okay, guys, if you guys have a health issue, whatever, you know, like you have a health issue, just say so. Like I hated that, you know, people have to be like suck it up. You know, I get that, you know, they want to be strong, but I hate it when you're trying to be strong and it's your pretend strength. It could be detrimental to yourself, you know. So that's what it's bugging me right now. But other than that, you know, I told my dad, you know, if you're gonna come, make sure you're good for the flight, because it's a one way. I mean, going from one country to the other, it's about 12 hours, and going back is 14. I forget which one is which, but I mean, that's for sure the flight times. They're never really any less than that. So I'm like, goodness, like, and then he's thankfully he's not gonna stay long because I mean, he's not a U.S. citizen. You know, I'm the only like U.S. citizen that was like born here, U.S. citizen. Everyone else in my family was naturalized citizens, or they're not citizens at all. So yeah, that's a bit about me. But I hope you guys are doing well. I mean, it's like my heart is like so like torn right now. I don't know if I should be happy because my car is finally gonna be able to get fixed, but it's such a small thing compared to like, I'd rather my car be completely wrecked and my grandpa be healthy, you know. So and holy cow, I already feel myself gaining weight because I feel like I ate so much, because when I'm around my grandpa, he always like 3 meals a day, blah blah blah, and I'm that kind of person. I eat like 1 meal a day and I'm full. So right now I'm like about to like, it's not even pass out. I'm not even like, it's like I'm not, how you say, I'm not like full, but I feel really heavy right now. I will check in with you guys later. I hope you guys are having a great week. Happy early Friday coming up. Be productive, be happy, and peace out.